Yay!
We're live and we're sorry.
Yay!
5 minutes late. We had a little bit of a glitch, and that seems like my theme for this month, or since like 4 months ago, or something like this. So,
Mhm.
welcome to Nail Talk with G and Khabeer again. This is our episode 7, and Khabeer, you look fabulous. And
Thank you.
as we learn now that fancy is not the thing, and because Kabir was trying to do like not with his phone and like try to his laptop, and
Yeah, it just wasn't
I am
working.
here in Paris in my kitchen and trying to do without my assistant. So we're just we're going down to down dirty. No more fanciness, and we got it done. We're sorry we're 7 minutes late, but welcome. So today we're going to talk about Nail Talk with G, discussing anatomy of a K-drama. So Kabir, well, I mean, I hinted this that you were going to get this. You are going to get the, you knew the upcoming events and whatever. But
Mhm.
what were your thoughts when you opened the little nail mail?
Okay, so my thoughts, because I didn't know I was getting it that early because this one came earlier than the last one. This was like 2 weeks early. So when I got the package and I opened up, the little boxes and I saw all the colors, I was thinking back to the first trailer that you did, and I just I just don't necessarily go with the trailer. I think about both of them. So the first one I opened up was Instant Amnesia, which was the like the taupey nude wonder. Um, but gee, when you told me that, it's like, and I say this all the time, every single collection gets better and better. Like every single time you find a way to like outdo yourself, or you come up with like remixes of colors that we already had that are like 2.0 versions but even better than the other colors. Like you just continue to top yourself. I was just floored.
I mean, there's so many colors I could mix. I mean, come on, it's like I mean that if I don't challenge myself, then it will be really boring. Then I will be really bored with myself, and then you guys will be bored, and then we will not be here together. So, I think the best thing was that. So, did you like Instant Mute? Because I live for that color. I mean, my
No,
God, that
I
was.
love Instant Amnesia. I love good like colors like this, like you
Like
said,
nothing
are
else.
good,
Is that
are
all
good
they
palette
won't
cleansers.
be in your nails?
Yeah,
Hello?
will they or won't they are on my nails now?
Holy, holy. Okay, that looks
Yeah,
fabulous.
thank you, thank you. I was gonna do, of course, my favorite, cue the montage, but
Okay, wait. So there's a whole controversy about cue the montage, right?
why?
Well, I mean, it's chartreuse. People
Uh,
love it or hate it. It's really hard color. I mean, I know that, like, I know you were really excited when I told you that I was making chartreuse, but going back to Instant Amnesia and going back to first when you open the package, okay, I
mhm,
mean, every collection I try to do, like, I think for me, as someone who doesn't wear nail polish all the time because I'm always
mhm,
working, and someone that is dreaming of colors all the time, because I mean, if you see my apartment is all like beige. Like
right.
I can't look at colors because that's what I do all day long. So,
Okay.
but but um, but for me, I look at a woman or man or
Mhm,
anyone who kind of I know you guys change colors all the time, and not an average like people change colors, let's say twice a week or once a week or every day.
right.
But I want to have a collection. I always try to aim for this. Is that what would be like? Sometimes you want like instant amnesia, like you want to have a like palette cleanser, and what
Mhm,
would be like something that you want pretty? You feel pretty one day, you feel sexy one day, you feel crazy one day. You know what I mean? Like that's
mhm,
it's like that
mhm.
person that that's like my muse, like inside my head, like when I mix colors.
And I especially love colors like instant amnesia. It's like you said, a palette cleanser. And when my nails are like at the perfect length, like this is like my short length, if you can tell. This is very short.
I'm
So
crazy,
I
hippie.
love colors like this. I love colors like instant amnesia.
Right.
on my short nails.
Your nails are short, not short. And we want this all.
Oh, look.
No, honey, you have like the most amazing long nail bed. That is not. But can we say this is the longest my nails have ever been? Look at that. Look how long this is.
I can see. I can actually see some nail. Yes, I can actually see like the nail,
That
the
is
white.
crazy for me.
I'm
That just
proud
means
of
I've been
you.
really busy. I've been really busy.
So are you gonna keep them this length?
You know, if I didn't have that much customer service and we didn't have like issues today, I really thought I was gonna had time to put O slap on my nails, and I really wanted to like be like, look at my, whatever. But I don't
Right.
know. I don't think I could do this. I think I'm gonna cut it all off tomorrow because I hate the clickness of the keyboard when I type. Like I was like,
I love that when I'm typing on the keyboard, and I know how to type. I learned how to type on the keyboard with long nails. Like you don't let your nails click on the keyboard. It's a certain way you do it. It's a
like
certain
what?
way you do everything with long nails.
Like what? You do it like that, flat?
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, like you do it flat like this. So say like this is like the button here, and you just like you do flat, like you like press down like that. You don't do like this. You go like that, like tap 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 tap.
All right, I'm gonna try that tonight,
Hmm.
because I have tons of customer service email, and
Okay.
Rebels, about the gift codes and whatever situation, we'll all work it out. I'm gonna post it on Facebook, and we are going to figure this out. It's not too much. I mean, the servers moved, everything's been fine, so we're 50% there. No, I would say we're like 90% there, just 10% of gift code and whatever. So we're gonna be there, but Khabeer, next time, if this not ticking of the keyboard does work, you see me with the stiletto nails, honey,
I will just know that you tried, okay, and that's all I want to
I
know.
am
That
going
you
to
tried.
try, and I will email you, and I will V-lounge you and say,
Yes,
I tried,
yes.
Kay, but you know what? I'm just gonna like chop it off or whatever.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
It's
so
all
then we talked about Indonesia. Well, I
yes.
mean, as a whole collection, I think is like the kind of happiest color that I ever made, and it's like the names of it is kind of hilarious. So
Yeah.
good, I mean, I laugh like not your baby. I'm like, wah, ha ha, not your baby. I just want to wear that color. Just say like, what are you wearing?
Right.
Nah.
What are you wearing? Not your baby. So this collection is really fun. And first of all, I have one question. Does these K dramas that you watch on Netflix do they have subtitles?
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna watch. I'm so watching them. I'm gonna
Oh my
watch.
God. And can I tell you something crazy? Like, I mean, ever did I ever
Hmm.
have attraction to Asian men? Never in my
Hmm.
life. Till I
Okay.
started, I was like, what is this going on here? Like,
What's
I
going
mean,
on?
fashionable. I mean, they're so fashion. Like, if you see Boys
Uh-huh.
and Flowers, like,
Hmm.
it's supposed to be high school kids, and then they topped Gossip Girl, like,
Okay.
and this, and I was like, well, I'm not. We're not even talking about skinny jeans like before the skinny jeans like existed. I mean, we're
Right.
talking like major fashion. So
Hmm.
I mean, you see my blog post and you see like everything that I recommend. I recommend. It was just like, and all my girlfriends, is interestingly enough, like I have a lot of Asian girlfriends who marry Caucasian like me,
Hmm.
and then they start watching it. They were like, "Girl, I don't know if this
Right.
happened."
Like I don't know.
I was like, girl, I don't know what's going on with me because, if this happened to me, like, if this was around when I was a teenager, this is
Right.
all it changed my life.
Right.
It's hilarious. But you should
It's
watch
funny.
it with subtitles.
It's funny because your blog post actually made me want, like, that's where I'm like, I need to be watching these shows. Like, your description of the shows, I'm like, why aren't I watching, these shows? So,
Well, because you don't know, and I think that was the biggest reason why that I shared. Like, I mean, improve my Korean like 100%. That was like the first reason I got deep into rabbit hole. But
hmm.
second is, sometimes I love the show like Revenge and House of Cards. I love,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Uh-huh.
but it's so violent. Sometimes you want to just chill and
Just
deal with PG-13. Like
hmm.
stupid, like family, but like
Hmm.
Asian culture, like craziness, like what you have to marry a girl because your mama wants you to, like Korean
Right.
stuff. You know what I mean? And you're just intrigued. Like, are you really gonna do this? Like, I
Right.
mean, this day and age is 2014. really? And
So
the
certain
mothers
conditions
are
still ring, ring true.
mothers are so
Certain things.
fierce. Like, you don't mess with her. You just go, whoa, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope
So
you watch it.
I'm going to watch the one that you suggested in the blog post because I'm like really excited about these because these are kind of like I love Gossip Girl. So if there's anything like Gossip Girl or fashion or like drama, I'm
I
gonna
kind
love
of
it.
still miss Gossip Girl, don't you? I mean,
I do, but I still watch it on Netflix. So that's that.
okay, okay.
So back to the colors.
Yes.
Let Let's talk about one of my they're all my favorite. So I can't even say like my favorite, but like they're all my favorite. But oh slap. This one changed my life. And I'm going
That
to tell
changed
you
my life too. I agree. Yes.
I'm going
I
to tell you exactly why though, G, because look, I was never a jelly fan. I was never a big fan of the this is just the horror. Like I was never a huge fan of the SpongeBob collection just because it was jellies and like I'm not a big fan of visible nail line. I'm not a big fan of like multiple coats, but this right here changed my entire perspective around jellies, around everything. It's the perfect paint. It's the perfect self-leveling application. It just went on like a dream. It looked like a dream up against my chocolate skin. It just looked fantastic. I love O Slap so much.
I mean, it just looks like a really perfectly groomed, healthy nails, right? Like with a really
Yes.
shiny gloss. And, I think we're like the first company, I mean, we did the SpongeBob collection so long ago that
Mhm.
I fiddle with jellies. But, it's really interesting. Like, for me, my motto, like, if you can't apply, like, why bother? Why should
Right.
I? You know what I mean? But the girl after Bella, I mean, the girls at the studio, like every time I have new girls, like my assistants in the studio, and I'm like, they're like, oh, I can't apply in this, and we're just like, here, try Bella. It's like, but
Hmm.
it's white, we can't apply. And it's like, oh, come on, you can apply. Like, here's a
Right.
treatment, use Bella. I was like, welcome to the company. And I like to happily announce that like I mean literally those slap I think you could apply with your eyes closed, don't you think?
Hmm.
I mean
Yep.
it's just like don't worry about cuticle drags, like nothing. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And it's so funny because everyone knows that when I get a new polish collection, I go for the most odd, crazy, out of the bunch color. Like, Cue the Montage is usually the one I would go for first. But something about Oh Slap, I was just like, I need to do this one first. Like, this is the one I want to try first. And like, I was just drawn to it immediately. So I love it. Like, this
I'm
is pure
so
love.
happy about it. I couldn't even believe Scrangy even liked it because
Hmm.
it's pink, it's
Right.
jelly.
Hmm.
It's not like a perfect. I mean, look, I don't know what's going to happen in my life, and I am not like announcing anything at this
Hmm.
moment because I'm 44 and things will happen. But there are like cue the montage. That's like
Hmm.
on my bucket list before I retire. I'm not
Right.
retiring now, people. I
Right.
mean,
I'm
crazy.
about to say, you're not allowed to retire right now.
But there are sometimes I mean I think that every creator or someone who's creative is always like, how am I going to make that color? And you'll see a lot of that next year too, and a
Hmm.
lot more jellies because there's going to be a lot.
Hmm. Hmm. So, speaking of which, I'm just going to say that Oh Slap is just the perfect pink. It is the perfect pink. And you did it. You made this the perfect pink.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, now can we talk about my other favorite baby? Cue the montage. Since we just spoken
I
her
mean,
up. We
I
talk
love
about
that nail polish. I think I love it that you love it because I mean there were like mixed reviews. But at the same time, it's totally different. It's not really hard to apply. I think you could rock this. I mean, so did I tell you like last time this I mean, that is my bucket list, like chartreuse. It's always
Hmm.
been in my mind, like, how do
Hmm.
I win the chartreuse? And
Hmm.
Jenny, my assistant, is always like, oh, that's such a terrible color. It's like an ugly baby of like, it's like the bastard child of green and yellow together.
Hmm.
And then, I mixed this, and she was like, oh shit, I got burned.
Uh-huh. Hmm. So let's
So
talk.
let's talk.
Cue the montage. It's instant love for me. I love yellows. I love anything greenish yellow, green yellow, whatever. And it's just a perfect melding of the two colors. And then you added that glitter in there, which it gives it that, like, when it's on the nail, it gives it that sandwich look.
Yes.
That is just genius. I was like, because mind you, I knew once I saw this color that, and it was in like a cream base, that it was going to have that, like, almost like a cream-ish base. I knew it was going to have like that sandwich look that I like. Like, I knew what was happening before it even happened. So this color, mind you, shockingly, I haven't even worn it yet. But when I do, I know I'm going to love it.
So you
It-
didn't apply yet. You don't know if the application is giving you problems, anything like that?
I've never had any application problems with any of your polishes. So why I start now?
Good. So, because, I think the key of this application, it is on the thicker side because it's a really heavy pigmented cream.
Hmm.
But the key of it is that you don't really like go at it too much of, strokes.
But
And
also
it sounds
remember,
lovely. What?
they were saying that IKB 20, the blue IKB 2012 or 2013, I don't know which year it was. They said that was going to have problems going on, and I had no issues applying that one multiple times. I've worn that color at least 3
Oh,
times,
honey,
and I had
everyone
a problem.
asking for that color.
Yeah, and
Um,
I never had a problem with it.
version 2.0 is coming soon. FYI.
Really?
Yes.
You know what? I, I love it when you tease me with coming soon, but I'm like, I just want it now. Like,
Yes.
give it to me now. But I'm
Not
excited about
right
that.
now.
That kind of
No.
news is exciting. So, okay, so let's talk about the colors on my nails now. Will they or won't they? Because when I saw this, I was like, Insouciant 2.0 is like that color and like purple haze and like a little bit of scrangies, like blue, flaky goodness, had like a baby. They all came together and created this one. Like, you have to see this one in real life. Like that shimmer and that color, it's just gorgeous.
Thank you. I
Because
mean,
when
you guys all know that pre-orders going on right now, and I think that's like the best selling color so far that I've seen.
okay.
Um, it's a really wearable color. I think it's a really fun color for the summer. I think
Hmm.
Tammy had the best description. It was like a pizzicato lavender cousin of like 2.0.
Yeah.
I think that was like really, greatly said. Um, but I love it on your nails, and I'm so glad you love it. I think that shimmer is pretty awesome. And
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, they look fabulous.
So, okay, so when you're mixing colors, like when you were making this collection, um, what were your thoughts around making will they or won't they? Were you trying to like make a 2.0, or like did you have those colors in mind, or did it just start like I'm just going to like just do this?
No, I actually had a K-drama in mind. It's hilarious. So
Okay.
in K-drama, it's always like, I mean, these people don't kiss or hold hands till like the
Okay.
episode. You're like, just do it already. And
Hmm.
then you have that like, and they have like, it's such an innocent thing, but like they have like this. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like a gritty thing in like the drama land, but when you see like the old, like melodrama, there's always like this like really innocence about like their love and like how they like holding hands takes like 20 seconds. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to
Right.
me, that was what I was picturing because like lavender was the girl, and then like the
Mhm.
green duochrome shimmer was like the boy. So it's
Okay.
almost like it's like tinkling, like like when you have like a twinkle sensation, like would they, won't they, like are they gonna do it? Like that was really like what uh my thoughts were, but
Hmm.
I had no idea it was like I when Tammy said it was pizzicato to point out, I was like, oh yeah, maybe that could happen. Like maybe that was, but yeah. So that was the
So,
thought.
But of course, as always, it's perfection. It went on perfect. It went on perfect. But I actually used 3 coats of Will They or Won't They because on the first coat it was like sheer, but I understand why it was a little sheer because you want to see the shimmery goodness, so you can't make it too opaque.
Buildable, right?
And it's build. It's totally like it's totally buildable. Like it's
Right, right. Amazing.
so the next color that I want to talk about
Yeah.
is the complexity of not your baby. Because
Uh,
I try to like describe this color to people when I first got it. I was trying to describe it to my friend, and I was like, I just can't even like describe this color. Like what?
I can't even see that color on your screen either because it's just like, is that silver? Is it brown? What is that?
Right? Like what is this? Like
What is
like
this
see, even
monster?
right here it looks different, and then like when you turn it this way, it's like yeah. So let's talk about this color because this is like legit so complex. It's like brown. I'm seeing like pink and red shimmer. I'm seeing like a blue shimmer. I'm seeing like a sage green, like duochrome, and like a bronzy brown,
You're
almost
seeing a
like
lot of drama. You're seeing a
yeah,
lot of drama in that situation.
it's like a hybrid between like Ghost Ranch, Scrangy 2.0, and like I can't even describe it. Like talk to me, G, talk to me.
I can't even describe like I mean when I mix these colors like I don't really say like oh I'm gonna take this from Ghost and this from that. I mean literally I was look K-drama is nothing special than
Hmm.
different than American soap operas, but like
Hmm.
back in the days of like when I was growing up, like in the '80s, like when
Right.
things were innocent, there's like not that many violence. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
mean, it's not like someone drugged someone and like I mean, as the world turns and like General Hospital, I grew up with that. Um,
Right.
but everyone has not your baby, like whatever, like unanimous, ubiquitously, right?
Hmm.
So for me, I want this color to be like DNA test and the
Okay.
drama of like the female character and the male character and all the dialogue. So this
Right.
is like a kind of like a chit chat in the bottom.
Okay. So is that why there's like some pink and like some blue like shimmer in here?
And the
Yes.
green and the
Yeah, the
silver and the
green and
brown.
the yeah.
And the brown is sort of like, it's like kind of like uterusy, like it has to be like kind of like that was the base, like because it's like still your baby. So not
Right.
to be grossed out or like that, but I mean that was sort of like anatomy of, like how the baby's born. But this is how they fight. So,
Right.
you know,
So and I know you don't go in when you mix and say like, oh, I'm gonna take this from that and this from like Ghost Ranch. But when I see the colors, it's like you continually to like outdo the last colors that came out. Like
ugh,
it's like a continuation of like I'm gonna outdo this color and make it 100 times better. Like you thought that was perfect, I'm gonna make it even more perfect. So that's what I see. Like I'm like, I know when you're mixing, you're not thinking Ghost Ranch or anything like that, or like any other color, Scrangy 2.0, but like these are like just like totally just like out trumping every other color that almost looks like it, even though those colors are still great.
thank you.
But yeah, they just continue to get better and better. So when I saw this next color, montage, monologue. Sorry, I said montage. Monologue. I almost died, G. I almost died over my like monologue when I saw this. When I opened the bottle and saw this color, that I was like, "What is G doing to me? Like, what are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack?" It's first of all, I love deep blue colors. Like this kind of color, like navy blue was the first color that I ever bought in a nail polish. My first ever polish was a navy blue color. But this right here is gonna be like worn to the death. Like
Get to the last drop. It's just gonna be
can we
like,
can we talk about it? It's almost like to me like under the stars and Pumaso, just like I don't know what like just can we talk about this please?
it's
Can we?
really not under the stars. I feel like this is like um, Dead Calm meets. Well, if Dead Calm had a picnic with Jack, and
Yes.
found another
Yes.
friend. This is
Yes.
like, you know what I mean? Because it's not really, it's like kind of like tealy shimmer, but like I really wanted, it's a really challenge for me that I really wanted to make a blue. Like dark
Yes.
blue, but not, it reads black. You know what I mean? So
We
it's,
haven't got a dark blue from you in a while.
I know, I know, I know, I know. And dark blue is, you know, here's what I think. I think that when I mix colors, uh, you know, every color I mix is a huge investment, right? Because it's business. Like I have like
Right.
tons of, you know, like, you know, it's business 101. So I
Mm-hmm.
really have to like digest, and there are so many blues out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I get so many emails like, I really want Jack, I really want Dead Calm, and I just want, you know, I want dark blues too, and I love Dead Calm while it was great, but I think it was
Right.
time to move on for hybrid situation. So
Right.
I think it was the right timing, and also for me, I didn't say like I'm gonna make a navy blue. Like for me, like if someone was gonna do a monologue, which
Mm-hmm.
I know I have a lot of friends. They do monologues when we go
Right.
out to dinner or lunch, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
it's in that place that's like neutral. That's like not really dark, but not really. It's like that neutral place of like it's a liberal thing, and I think I associate liberal thing of um, someone who's actually expressing themselves and
Uh-huh.
actually saying something as blue. I don't know what. I always do. So, like, I see blue as like a very emotional color, like non-emotional color, but emotional color at the same time. So, I
Okay.
mean, why that like these boards are kind of interesting because I mean, cue the montage. If I didn't have that word, I don't think I would have ever made chartreuse. Like, I don't wake up one day and say, "Okay, people, make me a board, and I want to make chartreuse," because that's not
Right.
really what I do. So I think that I mean I think the formula on cue the montage is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if
Uh,
you tried it, but it glides. It's just
I don't.
crazy.
I haven't used the only colors that I've used so far in the collection was Instant Amnesia, O Slap, and I used Monologue. Those three. I'm still waiting. Oh, and Will They Want They? I'm sorry, and Will They Want They? Got it on my hand now. But those four, I'm still waiting to use Not Your Baby, Burn the Evidence, and Cue the Montage. Montage.
But the formula, you like the formula on the monologue,
Yes, because it went. Because mind you, I thought it was gonna be like thicker, but
right?
but it's like it's thin. Because it went on like I was surprised at how it wasn't sheer, but I was surprised at how light it came on at first. But then the second coat just like it was
Glide.
like perfect. It was just like whoop. Well, there we go. Two cups and we're out. I loved it. I love it because I was like, but I was surprised. I was like, oh,
I'm glad you loved it. A lot
yeah.
of people.
Would you expect anything less of it? Like, of course, I'm gonna love it. Mhm. Okay, so last but not least. Okay. Let me just say something before I even mention this color because you have been on a glitter roll lately. Like you have legit been on a glitter roll. Like
Only
first
been
with
2 seasons, but you know.
with As Sweet Companions, Wild Raspberries Grow, and now we get Burn the Evidence. Gee, like, are you kidding me? And this is like harking back to like your like locavore, frugalista days. Like,
It's
are you kidding
actually
me?
fine. It's actually finer than the locavore.
Really? Okay, so can we talk about this? Because when I saw this, I was like, like my jaw dropped because I love glitters, and I was like, your glitters just go on like buttery smooth. So I'm just like, let's talk, because it's like, and mind you, the name suits this polish so perfectly. Like it.
Exactly. Going back to like why like having for like a theme and a board is so important for me is that burn the evidence, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I could only do glitter. I mean, if
Right,
you tell me, like you can't do glitter in this collection, it's like I can't have burn the evidence.
right.
But the this burn the evidence took the longest to the color match from the lab because they were like, what the what? You don't want
Okay.
cherry, like, glitter bomb, like I don't understand what you're going through. Like
Uh-huh.
just like I did the Frugalista and Locavore and Look Rich and Be Cheap.
And be cheap,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which was a gorgeous color, by the way. I still love that color.
Mm-hmm.
This is finer, um, finer than those three trios.
Okay.
But really, I think like the lab really, I have like crazy like bright orange, gold, and coral, and like, but I added black glitter. So they were like, what is, because I
Like,
made
what
it,
is that? Like, what do you mean black glitter? Like, yeah, yeah.
but there's a black glitter there, and they were like, what, why? I don't understand. So, I mean, be in the lookout. I mean, if you like Burgundy Evidence, and I hope you would, and I think you should, I love it. But there's two more really crazy glitters coming out for Italian summer.
So first of all, I know, like all the teases that you gave me about Italian summer just seems as though Italian summer I'm just gonna love. Like, but K drama, I must tell you, this collection, it just like I said before, it's like you continue to outdo yourself, and and I also love the fact that you always give something for everyone. With every collection, there's a color for everyone. If you like more so colors like this, like like palette cleansers, you got that. If you like these sheer blush, work appropriate pinks, that you just need something that's very appropriate for work, you put on this. If you want something more exciting, something more out of the box, something more, in your face, you use Burn Evidence because it's glittery, it's sparkly, it looks like your nails are on fire. So you always have like a wild card, like Not Your Baby. This is a legit wild card. Like I can't even describe this. I still can't describe this. But this color
I know.
is just
Tammy emailed me. She was like, "Not your baby," and that was it. I was like, "Okay."
yeah.
Uh, no, and I really think that, and I say this all the time in every video. It's not like I'm trying to like push myself and like, yes, I mean I'm a businesswoman. Pre-orders going on right now, people, and it's ending in
Okay.
June.
Hello. Get to it.
Allow for me to segue that situation, and but for me, it's not. I really personally think that if you pigeonhole yourself like I'm a pink person, I'm an
Mhm.
amnesia person, I'm a taupe, I really think everyone who has this all like every collection I come through, I feel like I want to give them a gift of a really great collection.
Right.
So when you build a library of Rescue Beauty Lounge, whenever you want something, it's right there. I mean, my girlfriends tell me that all the time. It's like, I want a really like amazing purple, then I had it, and I was like,
Mhm.
yes, like, and I wanted something crazy, and I had it, and I think that's sort of like building a closet per se for your nails.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yes, Instant Amnesia is like gray khaki jumpsuit that
Right.
you always rock with the heel and like go to brunch with. But at the
Right.
same time, like cue the montage, like sometimes you want to go a little crazy with the girls and you like
Yep.
wear like a crazy stuff. I mean, that's how I picture it, and I think that and I think there's nothing worse. I mean, have you ever had this situation like in your closet, like you want something, there's like nothing, like I'm like, wait, but I thought I had black this, and I thought I had this that. It's the same
Mhm.
thing as like makeup, I think too. Like you're looking for some that specific thing. Like I wish I had this, and then you don't have it. And I
Right.
think that from all these years that we've been making colors, I think starting from chinois to coral to all the grunge and the basics and like all the crazy colors I've made, I think
Mhm.
that it really has a fabulous nuanced wardrobe for nails.
Yes. Totally. And you just hit it right on the nail. Um, I am going to say though, to all the ladies who are having doubts about getting Cue the montage, you'll never know how it'll look if you don't get it. It's just, I think it'll suit all skin tones because I think it looks
It
great.
is.
'Cause
Actually,
like,
I did a test kitchen in my studio, and it looks
I'm
amazing.
like, don't be scared of the colors that you think that you cannot, quote unquote, pull off. Try it. You might even love it. Just try it. Give it a try. Chartreuse needs all the love, and I'm just like, you'll never know if you don't try. So try.
I think that there are a lot of chartreuse out there. I mean, I'm not the one that broke the ground. This is not a groundbreaking color or anything. But
Hmm.
I think that for me to make a sandwich glitter to give depth, and it does dry bumpy, but you have to have two top coats, I think
Hmm.
it's a really great thing. I mean, you don't need to do like chartreuse glitter
Right.
chartreuse, like middle sandwich,
Right.
because the pigment is so heavy and it's really intense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, I mean, it's an accent. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if and like I said, take the plunge, make a daring test because you know sometimes when you look at a closet, you have everything that's the same. It's
Yep.
all gray, black, same
Mm-hmm.
thing, same cut, same thing. And sometimes you go out of that spring summer mode and it's like I'm gonna go shopping and I want to buy something crazy.
Right.
That's the cue de montage.
Exactly. Absolutely. And you hit it again right on the head. Now, this collection, of course, this collection is out. This collection has been revealed. How do you feel when you reveal collections? Do you get nervous, G? Are you calm? Are you serene when you first unveil a collection? Like when you first, like when all the bloggers start, showing the colors. How do you feel? Because I'm always excited. I'm always like, oh my God. But how do you feel when the collection is unveiled? Are you like nervous? Are you like, how is this going to be received?
First of all, I'm in Paris. You can see in the background.
Yeah.
I haven't left my apartment since unveiling.
Okay.
I cannot leave because I am not leaving. I cannot leave because I'm like nauseous, excited.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the bathroom in a diarrhea moment. Like I'm like
Uh-huh.
all crazy. Like these emotions. It's always been like this for me. Um, Even when I was really little, when I was performing piano, it's always like I gotta go to the bathroom. Like it doesn't always feel like it's like a performing thing. Like when you're unveiling.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, even though we do this like all the time, it's always the same excitement. And of course, you know, I want everyone to like the colors, but at the same time, like there were like different opinions. I think that's great. I think that
Right.
you don't like every colors. I think that you should have your opinions in every blogs. But the swatch looked gorgeous, and everyone had different experience with different colors. But
Mm-hmm.
if you know, and if you ever not tried our nail polish ever before, and you're timid and you only have like $20 budget to spend, go buy O Slap. I would say that because that is like the most classic pink you could ever own in your life, and you could apply this yourself, no problem, even in the left, right hand. You could go to interview with it. You could go see your mother-in-law with it. Like it is just, it's a date, whatever. It is just like not, no-brainer color. But
Mm-hmm.
when I do unveiling, I have, it's really interesting because it's at noon, and I was in Paris, so I
Right.
drank lots of wine. Lots
As you should. As you should.
That's the wine, and then after I took a nap, and then I get into like the phone with I'm working till 4 in the morning here for my webmasters, and I mean my sleep schedule is so crazy. It's like being in college. Like I take 3 naps, and I eat, and I eat. I mean, I really, what I really miss the most in Paris is Doritos. I mean, you know me and my Doritos. I need my Doritos.
Do they have Doritos in Paris?
I can't find it.
Oh my God.
And I am not smuggling in it. I mean, because that is just not going to happen.
They're
But I
I'm
am
so
not smuggling Doritos.
Doritos. I love Doritos. I just had a bag the other day. Which ones are your favorite?
Original.
You like original? Okay.
Occasionally ranch.
The cool ranch. Okay, yeah. But you like the spice, the not just spicy knock, the orange one, the orange, yeah.
Orange.
Mhm.
The one that stains your nails.
Yeah.
Reminds me of college.
My favorite is the spicy one, the sweet spicy chili ones in the purple bag.
Yeah. Never
Those are
tried
my favorite. They come in a purple bag and they're called sweet spicy chili. They're so good.
that. Ugh.
So good.
So, any other question for me regarding the collection? How is your marathon going, Khabeer?
Maddie Sunday is, I told you, it's its own monster. It's its own beast. It's every Sunday. I didn't have it last Sunday because it was Pride weekend here in Philly. So
Oh, that's fun. Was it?
hello. I was like, my voice is still like recovering from Pride weekend and screaming and yelling and having fun and just, you know, being out with my friends. I had the best.
Hello? Khabeer? Hello? Okay, I'm sorry. I think we got a little bit disconnected with Khabeer. Love you. Thank you so much. I hope he comes back, but I don't think he will because this is not gonna. I think I lost him. So thank you, Rebels, and thank you everyone joining me live from Paris. The pre-order stops tomorrow. It ends at noon tomorrow, Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. And oh, there he is. I was like, I don't think he's coming
Here.
back.
I lost connection.
I'm like about to kill you. I was like, he's dead to me. He's gone.
No. Gee, like legit, I was sitting here talking like, and I was like, oh my God, where'd my connection go? So I'm so sorry about that. That was a technical.
I don't think he's coming back, so I just like killed you. I like put you under the bus already. I was like, okay, so.
No, G, don't do that. That was like.
Harsh, but that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
I know we were having a lot of technical difficulties today.
I know. It's Mercury and
I was saying though that last night was the 19th annual alternative prom here in Philly, which is like, it's called the gay prom. It's from ages 13 to 21. Because, you know, a lot of the schools around, it started back in the 90s. And a lot of the schools back then, you know, you couldn't take, you know, your boyfriend if you were a guy, or, you know, your girlfriend if you were, you know, a girl, or, you know, transgendered, or, you know, whatever you were. You couldn't be yourself at, you know, your school's prom. So the event Galay, they have a alternative prom every June. And it's like this huge event. They all come in their gowns and their tuxedos.
Yeah, that's amazing. So wait. So is like a princess and princess together, or is it always?
Yeah. Okay. So people come from all the tri-state area. You know, Jersey, Delaware, New York. They come from everywhere, and they come in. It's a prom. They come in their, you know, gowns, tuxedos. Nails are done. Hair is done.
Amazing.
It's a come as you are event. Some people even come in just like, you know, regular, you know, dress clothes. Some people go all out. It's a lot of fun.
But my question is like, do you have like the boys with the princess and another boy with the princess? Do we have like two boys with princesses? That's what I.
Okay, so look. Usually, okay, so I noticed a trend when it comes to when it comes to the alternative prom. It's usually a lot of people's first time going in drag. So they usually go in drag to gay prom. And I'm always like, and they're always like, hey, Khabeer. And I'm like, who are you? And they're like, it's me. I'm like, oh my God. So the transformation is like astounding. And then we had like this one couple, they were both in like tuxedo or like suit, like tuxedos. Yeah. But they had these like sky high stiletto heels on. They were like 6'5" and like these sky high stiletto heels. And then like this one guy had on like a full face of makeup, but then like a full beard. So people come to impress. They dress to impress at the gay prom, and it's a lot of fun.
I think that's an amazing event, especially, you know, it really breaks my heart when I read, like, I mean, these days, if you read the papers, that's another reason why I just, like, don't want to see any violence. Like, when I watch K-drama, it's, like, fine. It's, right. Like, but innocent. It's because, like, what's with this trend of, like, kids stabbing each other? Like, I can't take it. I mean,
I can't even deal with...
What?
I can't even deal with, like, first of all, like, the shootings, the school shootings, and, like, I'm like... What is really going on? That's why I don't watch the news, because there's always something going on. And I'm like, I can't even like look at the world like that. Like, I mean, I do. I know what's going on, but like the news, it's always a news story. Something's always happening. So like, I try to not watch the news. But like, Alternative Prom was a hit. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, but like trying to like find, you know, odds. I mean, for me, like bullying is a lot of issue, and I get that. But that's like part of growing up as well. But I think it's just everything is extreme, and I think that having an event like that is just pretty incredible. I think that's amazing.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But back to the collection. K-drama was, like I said, another hit. I'm sorry about the. I apologize about the technical difficulty.
Me
but
too.
K-drama is a hit. It's just a hit. I don't like there's no doubt about it. It's a hit.
Thank you, Khabeer. Pre-order ends tomorrow at noon. As I said before, I tried to kill him before. Didn't think that he was going to come back, but he, just like K-drama, Khabeer appeared from.
Yeah.
I don't know. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for your time, spending some time with me on your precious Saturday. And
Thank you,
I know that you partied on last night, so I know that you're going to take a little nap. And for me, those of you who was waiting for my customer service email, I'm on my way there. And thank you so much, people. And happy Saturday to you. And thank you so much, Khabeer, for liking an anime of K-drama.
Thank you, G, for I tell you, I don't take this for granted. You sending me the collection, I love it. So thank you.
Love you.
Oh, and I have one more question before we go. When can we expect Italian Summer? Is it going to come out during the summer, or is it going to come out later on during the year?
No. Expect some drama, RBL drama. It's
okay.
Hopefully, we're going to pre-order in August. You might receive July, because it will be summer. I mean, I think that we had a lot of delays because I changed the webmaster and server and all this, so we had to stagger it. And now it's Italian Summer, and then another collection coming, something I can't say, which will be huge.
Okay.
So 2 more this year.
Exciting. That is exciting. That is exciting news.
Love you, Khabeer. Have a great weekend. And
have a good one.
Thank you so much for watching, Rebels. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.